Hi everyone, my name is Monica, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to do this everyday soft glam look using all Tom Ford products. Let's get started. I've already prepped my skin, so I'm ready for application. I'm going to start off by using the Traceless Soft Matte Foundation in the shade Sable. This foundation is actually available in 40 different shades, so you're bound to find the perfect one for you. So this foundation has a great medium to full coverage. I have a little bit of pigmentation, and this foundation actually has microsphere powders that are going to give you a blurring effect. So it's definitely great to hide those imperfections. This foundation has super comfortable wear because it has ingredients like hydrating hyaluronic acid and nurturing antioxidants. This allows your skin to retain its natural moisture barrier. This formula is not cakey or dry at all, so you're going to be able to wear this all day long without it settling or creasing. And if you prefer a more soft matte finish, this is the perfect foundation for you. Next up, I'm going to go in with my concealer. I'm going to be using the Emotion Proof Concealer in the shade Tawny. So I'm going to be applying this concealer under my eyes. This concealer is really great for covering up dark circles and any other blemishes that you have. Another thing that I love about this concealer is that it is definitely emotion proof. It is waterproof, it is sweat proof, transfer proof, and humidity resistant, so it's going to have you covered no matter what. So as you can see, this concealer is definitely going to leave you with a super radiant, pretty finish. One last thing, I'm going to go ahead and bring up the concealer up onto my eyelids. It's going to act as a primer, and it's going to do some color correction as well. Now it's time to sculpt and highlight. Let's get into it. I'll be using the Shade and Illuminate Cream Base Palette in Intensity 2. I'm going to be using this darker shade to add some dimension to my face, and then I'm going to take the lighter shade and I'm going to use this to highlight the high points of my face. So I'm going to be applying it onto my temples as well as the hollows of my cheeks, and you can also add it to your jawline as well. So I'm going to use this brush to blend out the contour. Something that I like about this palette is that it doesn't matter what your undertone is, this palette is going to work for you whether you have a warm, olive, or neutral undertone. It's going to look great on you. Okay, now that we've blended out our contour, we're going to move on to the highlight. This palette makes contouring so easy. I'm going to use my fingertips to apply this. Your fingertips are your best tool. And I'm just gonna take this and I'm gonna apply it to the highest points of my face, anywhere where I want the light to hit and just illuminate me. I'm gonna go ahead and apply it to my cheekbones, and I'm also gonna put it a little bit on the bridge of my nose. I love highlight. It's probably one of my favorite steps of the makeup process. It just really gives you an extra oomph to your look. Now that we've finished up our complexion, we can move on to the brows. Today, I'm using the Brow Sculptor in the shade Chestnut. This is a do-it-all brow product. So first, I'm gonna brush out my brows so I can see exactly where I need to apply the product. Next, I'm gonna be using the angled tip applicator, and I'm gonna be using this to apply hair-like strokes to my brow. I really like this angled applicator because you can just sit back and let it do its job. It's gonna guide you. And also you have the option to do either wide strokes or thin strokes. Look at that difference. It's a lot more defined and shaped. So now that I've done my first brow, I'm gonna do the same thing to my other brow. If you feel like the angled tip is getting a little bit dull, this tool actually has a sharpener built into it. And along with that, it also comes with an extra refill. Now that we've finished our brows, we're ready to move on to the eyes. I'm going to be doing a very soft eye look today, and we're going to be using some gorgeous berry shimmery shades. I'm going to apply the Eye Color Quad eyeshadow palette in the shade Honeymoon. First, I just want to show you this palette. It is so beautiful and it has these nice shimmery shades. Something really great about this palette is that if the shade is embossed with the TF logo, that means you can use the product either wet or dry. These 4 shades really complement one another, and you can use them to create a wide range of looks. This palette actually comes with 2 applicators, so these are perfect for when you're on the go. But today I'm going to be using a regular eyeshadow brush to apply this look. I'm going to start with shade 2, and I'm just going to apply that all over my lid. I'm just using short brush strokes. Now I'm going to apply it to the other eye. We're brushing that all over the lid and into the crease. Next, I'm going to be taking shade 4, and I'm going to use this to add some more dimension to my eye look. I try to focus all of the color onto the outer corner, but I also bring it in slightly just to blend it in with the shade 2 that we just applied. I also wanted to bring shade 4 down into the lash line a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply this to the other side. Next, I'm gonna apply shade 3 to my eyelid. This is actually gonna help blend all of the colors together. Now I'm gonna apply it to the other eye. Next, I'm gonna take shade 1 and I'm gonna apply that to the inner corner of my eye. You can be done with your look here, but I'm actually gonna take it one step further and I'm gonna use some of the eyeshadows wet to intensify the look. So I'm taking my damp cotton round and I'm dipping my brush lightly into it just to moisten the brush. Then we're gonna go back to the eyeshadow quad and we're gonna pick up shade 1 again. I'm adding more color onto my inner corner now. So I'm gonna dampen my brush again, and then I'm gonna go into shade 4, and I'm gonna try to focus it onto the lash line, so it's gonna be more of like a liner look. Now I'm gonna apply some eyeliner. I'll be adding a wing using the eye defining pen. This is the shade 01 Deeper, and it's the deepest shade of black. I'm gonna be drawing out my wing with the calligraphy tip. This calligraphy tip makes it really easy to just follow the natural curve of your eye. Next, I'm gonna go back in with the fine precision tip, and I'm just gonna clean everything up and make sure everything looks smooth. Having both tips is actually really great and useful to have when you're creating this winged eye look. Now it's time to finish off this eye look with some mascara. I'll be using the Emotion Proof Mascara in the shade Noir. I'm gonna apply this mascara from root to tip, and I'm gonna be focusing on my lash line. If you wanna make sure that your lashes are separated, you can actually shimmy the brush while you're applying it from root to tip. This formula has lash filling powders in it, and it really helps with the volume. Wow, look at that volume and length. You can really see a difference. This is also emotion proof, which means it's waterproof and it's gonna last you all day long. Now we're gonna move on to the lips. I'll be using the Gloss Luxe in the shade Exquise. This lip gloss has sheer to medium coverage, so you can apply as many coats as you want to get the color payoff you're looking for. This is what one coat of the gloss looks like. But since we're going for a soft glam look, I'm gonna go ahead and continue applying a couple of more coats just so you can see the color payoff. This formula has really hydrating ingredients in it like avocado oil, jojoba oil, olive oil, and vitamin E. This lip gloss looks so great, but it also feels great. It definitely doesn't feel sticky at all. I can definitely wear this all day. And to finish things off, I'm gonna add a flush of color to my cheeks. I'll be using the Shade and Illuminate blush in Cherry Glaze. This 2-in-1 powder is perfect if you want a sheer to medium coverage with a natural finish. I really like how this product has two different sides to it. One of them has a more soft matte finish and the other one has a more sheer, shiny finish. You can use them either separately or together to create a customized look. I'm going to be using a blush brush to apply this product, and I'm going to blend both of them together. I'm going to start at the apples of my cheeks and I'm going to blend it up to just continue sculpting our face. That color payoff is really nice. I love applying blush because I feel like it's just bringing back the color into your face and it always looks really pretty. Here is the final look. This is a beautiful soft glam look that you can wear almost anywhere. All of these products were so easy to use and adaptable. They're definitely going to be fun to play with and try different looks. Which products caught your eye? Please let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.